the first and the foremost thing is these modalities, they are not the real modalities or the real things which really work, in a spiritual way, or uplifting in a spirit. It is something which people think they get some help for some future prediction or future guidance. So it is just like similar things. And when you don't know how these things were brought into the New Age deception, and how these things were part of the planned deception that the mankind was put into, and slowly and steadily they were injected with these names like the angels, then the the cards, the therapies, the healing, the candlelight healing. There are so many modalities nowadays which are very popular, and which is popular means it's for the population. It's very simple thing. So it had been a part of the planned deception, and when you don't know how you are put into a planned deception and brought to that point where you agree to all these modalities and you think they function in your life, they work in your life exact. Because this matrix, the 3D matrix, works in a very dynamic way. And the 3D means the limited matrix. The Trigunatmak Prakriti, the Trigunatmak Matrikas, they have a lot to offer to a spirit than anyone else. So the spirit would always, feel attracted towards the angels because they are like something higher. Because the spirit is from the higher realm and it falls on this land. Spirit descends to this land, and the dark beings, they ascend to this land, Earth. And Earth is a jail. Earth is it's a jail which is for all the beings to learn the righteous behavior. Only then they can go out. Righteous behavior, discipline, how to handle body. Now these modalities, they don't bring in any basic discipline in life. They don't bring in any learning and uplifting of the behavior from a patterned behavior. So beings who are practicing these modalities, they are pushing themselves more and more into the part of a planned deception where they will be deceived by the end of their life as well, because they don't know from where it comes and from where these all are brought into this reality and why they are brought into this reality like that. Like you will never find any scriptural text which mentions that guidance has to be from some cards or some prediction has to be made. Even Bible denies the fact that you have to go for forecasting of your future. Nobody should forecast a future. It is as simple as that. But today beings, they are guiding on the name of angels. But basically, who are these angels? These are basically the satanic spirits. These are like the lower spirits who want to just trap you by offering you some guidance or something. And even if it functions, then you have to pay a very heavy price. Because a human's future, a spirit being's future, cannot depend upon a card. That's the simple fact that everyone has to agree, that your future does not is not based on a card, which you call it an angel card, and even tarot. The future cannot only be based on a card thing. It is not a paper card thing, and it is a very big thing. And reading a card means it's just like picking up a card like a parrot. It's a very popular thing. And tarot specifically had been the secrets. That is why it's called arcana. And these are the bigger esoteric secrets which beings are not able to make out properly, but they have used this angel cards and tarots in a similar way of predicting or guiding someone for something. But like the 20 card is in tarot is the judgment. So 2020 is a double judgment year basically. It is on your individual level and on the world level. It is a judgment year, and look what is happening in this whole year itself. And next year it will be 2021. Still it will be one person judgment, one person's judgment on individual basis, and 21 means a new creation of the world again it would be. So then more knowledge will just pour in, and the beings will wake up, because the next year 2021 it adds to the number 5, which is this number of Mercury, which means intelligence. The real intelligence will come in. Now the belief system has to break. So it is a straight guidance to all those people who are into these modalities, like angels, guidance, or therapies, or any sort of these modalities. They must leave it immediately, and they should rely upon a better system for their life, because the money is Satan creation. Then you use that money also for the satanic businesses, Satan works, and you're not using that paper money also in the multidimensional way or for your liberation. Everything is on money, that's fine, but are you using that money for your upliftment, for your liberation, for your evolution, for your ascension? or you are just putting that money to bring more things into your life which is going to just push you deeper into the hell. So that is something one must realize now, and the beings must wake up and safeguard themselves from these all angel cards, angel therapies or angel modalities, because there is nothing like that, and it is all dark angel thing. These are all the light workers are the dark workers. Beings must wake up to the reality what is happening to them. That's what I would advise all the sincere spirits in this reality. First thing is we must leave the gods out of it. The first and the foremost thing should be the being should focus on himself or herself for the basic discipline and learning the basics of life, starting from food, clothes, shelter. That is where the real thing begins. Because getting guidance from the gods and demigods or the deities is a different ballgame altogether. So we must begin with the basic discipline of the earth body, earthly life, and the behavior. This is from where the journey begins. Rest everything is just that follows.
So,
That is from where the path should start today in this yuga. Because if you don't start today, and then the judgment is still there. The judgment is faster, and nobody can safeguard. No angel. Because it is individualistic.